And so do these, I think. And we're gonna go through all of them. But try to do this a little faster. We'll see how that goes. So what do we have here? I'm gonna make some piles, depending on like if we've seen it before. The ally deck I'm trying to make that I like. What about new cards for other decks, and then a slot for investments and possibilities. Let's start with Fairy. This is something I am gonna play in my ally deck. Right? Imagine all your allies being exiled, returning. They all trigger. 7 of them trigger at the same time. 7 times. Because they all trigger when they enter, and when the other one enters, they trigger. Then the other one enters, they trigger. And when the other one enters, they trigger. So that's gonna be fucking fantastic. Not many spells like this really exist if you look it up. Exiling any number and then returning. So good card really for these decks. The Bauble, great card. We're gonna play that. Rites of Replication, again, an ally card. Makes copies. Panharmonicon is gonna be for ally. Took this copy for $40. I think it's a little higher than what I want it to be, but I'm not willing to wait and see it go up. It's from the lair, whatever. All right, we got these. You know these by now, you know me. I think they're the best. Come into play, untap. Can you see anything? Am I too high? Let's go down here. A little bit. Sorry about all the fuss. Is this better or you want even better? I bet we can do even better, but I need to like stretch. Like, not like I can't see shit, but I can't. Okay, that's a bit better. Gonna take a look at the frame. Frame's all right. It's actually too big. Let me fix it. I don't think I can go further than this, really. Like more than enough. More than I can afford. Okay, I like that. I think you can see it from there. Zoom in. All right, this program right now. One moment. Projector. Some music. Rock song. All right, now doing keep you entertained. I made a projector. Right click here, make a projector. Get to see what I'm doing. That's much better. Yeah, I do think these are the best, frankly. Come into play untapped if you control 2 or more lands. So you start your hand with 3 lands, right? This is going to be the 3rd one. You end up picking it up from library, and it's still a good land. So it's going to come in and complete your land color requirements. If you play a lot of 2 reds or a lot of 2 whites, a land like this I think is an auto include, especially if you play 2 red and 2 white in your spells or more, like 3 or 3/3 or whatever, or even a red and a white often in your cards. Okay, calm down, music. Jesus Christ. So yeah, you play a lot of red, white, late because it's not early, like it's not a super early land. But even if you got spells that cost two red, 2 white, and 1, you know, this is a great card to put turn 3 for your deck. So again, I think they're fantastic. They mostly come into play untapped, and if you don't want it to come first, you have other options. And if you're playing Spike, you have other options. Let's put this here. Okay, so a list of ally. This is straight investment because I don't necessarily have a deck yet that I figured out where I'll put it. Probably in the ally deck will do a great land. But this is major investment, and I'm going deeper into this. What do we have here? Guardian Project. Right. That's close. Guardian Project, great card. Well, you can pause it to read it every time, but and I can't start to recall because this video is gonna take like forever. But it goes into allies. Allies. This is just some cards I've had, so I'm gonna put this pile actually off screen. These are cards I just add and remove from, you know, sleeves to put others into sleeves. This gets me thinking I've got some I need to look in my decks for. So these I'm not necessarily bullish on, but I do think they are sweet. This is a mountain, right? If you turn it around, it says right here. So it says right here. Can't you read this? It's a mountain, I swear. Why can't you read the camera? Let's do this. Oh, it's confused. So, can we play with these in a deck? Can you imagine like your basic looking like this? I mean, there's a possibility. Will the players go there? Not necessarily. Let's put it into the investment. I get to play it, I guess. Whatever. Brainstorm card I've had. I like them. I like them foil more. Put it here. Start TTS. Okay. This is a swamp. We have a plains, a forest. This is another type. This is also another type. But they're just so nice. You're not seeing them? Just so nice, so detailed. I find them interesting. This is the wasteland. So I mean, what are you gonna do with this? You know, could you play this as a wasteland? Maybe. You know, I don't know. Someday. Definitely stand to lose cash on this. It wasn't much, except for an island. I like this for a treasure. Right, so you put this down, it's your treasure. That makes sense. Oop. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna end up making a pile of this. Just a pile of stuff, but it doesn't necessarily go into my pile of cards that I've used for. It's like investments. So we'll put it under everything. Definitely stand to lose cash here. Lotus Bloom. Again, most of these cards I found really cheap. I can't remember all the prices, of course, but I think this is really cheap. They're coming out with a lot of suspend mechanic, which doesn't mean anything, but it's still a good card. Okay, if you're not hyper competitive, because they don't need this, they don't use this. 3 turns later, you've got a lot of mana. Okay, for free. This is literally free. Cast it for 0. So definitely in the possible increase. So that I like. Just want to have like some kind of a small position in suspend, really, and nice suspend cards. If I could get a foil of this, I would. When I say small position, I mean like $20 or whatever. It's a really small position, but it is one. Sky de Kafil, again, just card I could use, have used, can try, so I'll put it away. Not really an investment or anything. Promise of Tomorrow, I don't think is going to do very well. It's brings back your creatures when they die. You have to put it before they die. Then if it's still on the battlefield when you have no more creatures, it returns them all. Which sounds great, but there's few avenues of it not working. Like if you play it late, or if your creatures are tokens for some reason, and if, I don't know, they get rid of this before you can make them come back, they're not in your graveyard. So you're basically trading your graveyard utility, you know, for when you play this. So not sure. I'll put it away. Thought I could play it. Strike It Rich, we're gonna try it in a deck, just because it makes a treasure. Nothing fancy. Same thing here, we got... If this thing can focus, huh? Well... Another slow land. They're called slow lands. But they've done a really good job, I think. Soul Ring. And maybe if I can give you some more insights. There's such a thing as a fast land, right? Which comes into play untapped. If it's one of your first 3 lands. So I thought the slow lands, if they would make them, would come into play untapped after the 4th. Because the fast lands are the 3. Right? So this, I thought this would say, unless you control 4, which means it would be the 4th land you would play. Then it would come into play untapped, which would have been fine, I think, really. This is even better, right? It's a land faster. I like it. Really like those. Soul Ring, we're gonna play this. A boot, probably. Maybe a lie, I don't know. Or maybe not. So this is Planeswalker deck. Put it aside. They're all Jora deck. Some lands that were in the Dragons deck. Took out. Put it away. Any of these really go up? I thought these would be okay. Because they cycle and you can fetch them. They came out with Tri-lands, the Triomes you can fetch. So no, I don't think they're that good. Plus they do come into play tapped. You cannot not have them come into play tapped. Is better. So there's no way to do that. So nope, they're no good. Stormbred Dragon. Again, artifact dragons, don't worry about those. I've had them slash... tried them slash remove them slash... my pile. If you don't have those yet, you should get them. Arcane Signets. They're better than most charms. They cost 2, tap right away, don't have to pay. I'm gonna play with this. Gonna go ally. Bloop. Planeswalker. Kind of stuff. Planeswalker. This card I thought I would play, but I don't... Good thing I didn't invest too heavily on those. See, I don't like those as much as those. I removed this one from my deck, and I kept this other one. Even in a really fast deck, I kept the other one, not this one. Because this one you gotta reveal an island or mountain, which they might come good over time. Because more and more lands are being printed with types. But right now, if you play a game of Commander and you have this in your hand, more likely than not, you don't have a single island or mountain, unless you play a lot of basics, which is the first step of straying away from basics into more developed duels, you know, to hit your colors more often and enable utility lands, right? So great with basics, great over time, but not great at all now. Too bad, because it looks fantastic. Yes, hello. Hey, it looks fantastic. Why is it so hard to see anything? The thing can see like here. Let me hit this. That's too bright, huh? It's gonna help the camera a bit. Let's put it into the possibilities here.
That's better.
That's better, yeah. Ellie? Let me keep it one at a time here. Thank you. Zig. I don't get why the autofocus won't work. Look. Maybe because it reflects. So Eliwick, I don't know, not much to say. You'll see me passed over some cards. You like them or you don't. And we move on. Curse of Opulence, great card. Has not seen a reprint in 2017. It's one of those great red cards. They create gold tokens with the same as treasures. And they've moved away from gold for some reason. But really powerful card because it starts making you treasures big time. No. That's investment. So what is this? What is this? Investability, kind of losing my money. It's bigger. That makes more sense. And actual true investment. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, this is like a 90% belief, you know, to be strong, versus more like this where I failed already. Pile. Maddening X, bro. So you'll see a lot of red spells. I've just picked them up a little bit because I feel like red can become. Plus I have a red deck and I want to make a commander red deck at some point. I think I'm going to play these cards, you see. Oop. And I don't know if red can be good now. I've played against a red deck. I think it's still a little weak, but I did die to it. Again, interlude. Unique effect in a foil. This is something I believe in. Probably going to lose my money. Actually goes here. Like that. I believe in those. They're really cheap. I think they're gonna quadruple easily. Boop. Full art. Lands. Hello. This doesn't look like a Mox, but it does. It does look like a Mox. It doesn't act like one. Will someone ever break this card? I don't know. Let me try to fix the camera bullshit. Alright. Seems to be a bit better. So, I mean, it's just good looking. It's foil. It's new. It's possible. So, I mean, where does it go here? Possible. The realms of possibility. The dragon, I thought I could play it. Probably won't. Mindstone, it was like free almost. Used to be a great card. 2 tap for 1, sacrifice, draw a card. Path of Ancestry, I believe in those. I think these were the original ones. I'm gonna pass too much time over this. If they, I mean, it's easy to think that it can't go anywhere, but truth is, if they don't reprint it like this, it might just probably will. Actually, that's my point. Probably will. What else do we have here? We have some fucking stuff. It's already classified. Yeah. Classified as stuff I'm playing, stuff I'm not playing. A lot of stuff for my
New
decks.
cards that you ordered, or just going through your old cards and classifying them?
Mostly these are new. Some of them are new. I mean, this is a foil Marsh Flats full art, so I'll put it in this pile because I'm gonna play those cards. Probably this one true. Same thing, slow land. So yeah, I mean we're not surprised to see full arts and slow lands at some point. Triomes too. So I'm just gonna move on. What do we have here? These, I believe, are all contraptions we've seen last time. There's quite a lot, isn't it? It's only that. It's quite the amount. 45 contraptions with like 10 tokens. It's a bunch, really. Wasn't expecting that much. These are cards I removed from the deck. We're gonna check this one because I believe it's fake. Too bad. I really bought it legit like all my cards. And it turned out fucking wonky. So these are all cards I'm gonna play, remove, slash, etc. There you go. I did fucking do that. I put my money in the reveal lands a little bit. Not much, like 20 bucks or whatever. I'm getting hosed until they print the fucking cards with the land types. Wasting my time. Yeah, some cards you just believe in, right? We've seen this before. Check the previous video. We've seen all that stuff. Right here. We're gonna check this with the loop. What is this pile? Let's keep it interesting. Got a Tassa for my Joyride deck. It's a WinCon. Happy to have a full art. Not a foil. The foil still goes for like a lot. I don't need that. Certainly don't need my WinCon to fucking curl. If I decide to play a competitive match. Hey, did I not see you before? You're the foil fucking Marsh Flats? Thought I saw you a second ago. Let's put you in the fucking shit. Negates, I believe in them. I don't want to hear anything about the fucking foil etched stuff. This is only about real foil. Foil etched are really not impressing me. The foil etched only have the side here that are foil. The rest is like matte. I don't think that's good enough. Why negate? Because so negate, if you look at all the counter spells that cost blue and 1, right? There's one for everything. There's a counter target non-creature spell, target instant, sorcery, non-enchantment this, non-artifact that. So negate used to always be like a, I wouldn't say a sideboard card, but a 2 of, maybe, because players are going to play their creatures, right? This is standard, this is modern, this is legacy. We have creatures, we attack, we try to kill for 20 points. That's the main way to win. And sometimes you're going to have some non-creature spells, or maybe you're playing against a deck that has a lot of those, and you board in a few negates. Kind of complete your counter.
How good would you consider yourself with Discord and bots out of 10?
A big 0. Zig. I'm a big 0 with those in particular, for sure. I don't even know how you add a bot. I think I did it before. But I'll configure them, you know, I'll go through, configure them and stuff. It's fun. So negate, I'm a big believer because it's the cheap one, the one that's the same price as all the other ones. Didn't used to be big, then still not big, but we play a lot more non-creature spells in Commander. And players have been willing to pay 0 to do this effect with Force of Negation. The other one that's Commander only. Force of Will. Same thing. And it says exactly this. So I think for 2 we're doing pretty good, especially in a non too competitive, or if competitive plays this. I don't know if they do. They probably do. So I think it's gonna do really well, but it is a stretch. It is still a stretch today because it's not proven today, so put it aside. So we get more data. This is actually played and in limited quantity or whatever the fuck. We got more paquet. Oh god, what do we have here? Paquet, happy. Put it under here. This dude. So some people will see this card and be like, what is that? This is Jace Beleren. The art promo, right? The art promo. Is it not centered? What do you want? It's just a little Jace. It used to be $100 because it was really rare. And it was $100 back in like 2013. 2014. And Jace, you know, was somewhat played, but it's not really the main reason why this was $100. And I remembered that when I saw the price for like 50, you know, in 2022, I said, well, it's the time to grab one of those. The specialty set, really low print run, really low print run. I think that's going to be interesting. Proven? I don't know. But yeah, I think it's proven because, fuck it, we're at Earthbound over here. Fucking goddamn it. What the fuck are you doing, Fairy? So, incredible art. We're going to see a lot of funky. What are they doing? What is going on? So, a lot of funky cards. You can't reprint them because they look so fucking crazy. You know what I mean? She's all bounded. She's all fucked. So, we're going to put her over here. And by the way, this is unlimited. So, it was really cheap for an unlimited card. I was kind of surprised. So, these are like banned cards. They're banned art. You're going to tell me they're going to reprint this? There's no way. I'm going to put that into the... I don't know where to put that. It's not an investment. I'll leave it there if you want to see it. It's not an investment. Necessarily, unlike the unlimited, maybe. They're just like funky. So like funny cards if you want. So I'll put them... I know where I put them. I put it into my binder. I have a page of like... They can't reprint this shit. Quest of Renewal. Interesting card. Going to be Ally. Easy to cast. Enchantment. Whenever a creature you control becomes tapped, just tapped, like attacking for example, you may put a quest counter on this thing. As long as there's just 4 or more quest counters, untap all creatures you control during each other's untap step. So if you have different things you want to do during their turns, you can too. And you can attack and block. So, I don't know. It used to be really strong in the ally deck I played against, so we'll play it. More allies. More allies. They're really cheap. Happy to build the ally deck. More incredible art cards. I don't know what these will go to, but who knows? Ion of the Ur Dragon. Pretty. And they might look like fancy a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I actually hand-picked those, right? I wanted that, right? But the camera blows. Yeah, no, they're not giving it the justice it deserves. Let me try to do this here. Is it the new Merfolk God bullshit lah? So imagine you have something like this as like a cover to your Merfolk deck. You know what I mean?
What's your most valuable card you own?
Just see this as potential. Damn, that's a good question, man. I've never actually thought about it. That's a good question. It's got to be the volcanic island, I think. The 3rd edition, or is it revised? Volcanic island in good condition, really good. I think that's the most. Sold the Gaia's Cradle, I bought it or some time ago, sold it before it went up. That would have been the top. Here we have Dakon. Too bad we couldn't get the Richard signature. Something went wrong, it's unfortunate. Great card, great looking card. A dragon. Again, just a cover for a dragon's deck. It just seems like it has potential. Sorry for the ultra reflectivity. Thorin Mauler is a changeling. He is any creature type. He is also a dragon, an elf, and an ally. Some of these I don't even remember. So let's look at them. I don't remember them. They're new. That's all that means. Reckless Endeavor. Roll 2d12. 2d12. So d12 has an average of 6.5. Roll 2d12 and choose one result. Just one of them. Deals damage equal to that result to each creature. Then create a number of treasure token to the other result. That's interesting. Again, in terms of a treasure card, treasure creating card, both removal and some treasures, right? You can make what? You can make a lot of treasures and deal a little bit of damage, but that's pretty dope, especially when you roll 2 dice. I think there's some cool mats to do with this. You know, as in like how much choice you have. I really like it. We can get a foil with? Is that a foil? No. Again, treasure stuff just comes here. Phantasmal Image is a copy ally. Again, another Maddening X. A changeling ally. An ally. Oh god, what are you doing? Clergy and Vec. Prevent 1 damage to any creature or player. It's just so weird. You can't reprint something like this. Fate Shield is hammered out by the blows of unbelievers. What the fuck is the problem at WotC these days? Funny cards. Next. So this isn't a banned art. This was banned because for some reason we could see under her legs or some bullshit. Like, it wasn't anything special, and they had to like crop out the image and change it. The original image I have somewhere, there's nothing bad about it. Matthew Wilson. Again, banned cards. Gideon makes allies. This is a vampire ally. This guy makes 2 allies. He's an ally. More allies. They're all foil because cheap, man. Ephemerate will bounce your allies, and it does have rebound. Philidar Retreat, again, cheap ass foil stuff for ally deck, just putting easy cash in the ally deck. Will allies ever become a thing? No, not really. You know, unlike dragons or vampires, and those commanders can really go up to hundreds. This is just playing something. Gonna change a lot, but hey. Here's a Swords to Plowshare. This thing used to be like a judge, I think. But they reprinted it, foil, full art. It looks fantastic. This card used to be $100 for like this kind of art. And yeah, I remember, we're 50 bucks, 50 or 100, 2014 or so. Yeah. So this goes in the pile I'm expecting to go up, because at some point Swords to Plowshare's gotta be like the best spell somewhere. You know, it used to be the best spell in Legacy. If Legacy would have known the boom that Commander knows, this card would be up there. It would be Brainstorm and everything else. Ally. Shapeshifter. What is this? Enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature you control. So easy. It enters as an ally, right? And not only does it have its own ability when it's enter and sees that many allies, the other's allies are recognizing it as an ally as it enters the battlefield. And they trigger, right? So everything triggers once, right? But we want to keep effects, good effects like this. Like, you don't want to just make a copy without, like, if it's here and it becomes an ally, it doesn't do anything, at least for them. What is this? What is this fucking thing? What is this? Realm Walker for 3. It's a 2/1 changeling, so all creature types, so it's an ally. Choose a creature type, ally. You may look at the top card of your library. You may cast creature spell of the chosen type from the top of your library. So it's like a shaman bullshit, I don't know. You get to see your library or whatever, play them. Gives you access to many cards. That's good. Every other card, you know, and a guy like this with the other one that does the lands, these two combo together so well. This guy is an enchantment for 5, and whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, copy that spell. So as you cast it, you copy it, then they enter the battlefield, triggering more allies. This is free. An enchantment. Pyre of Heroes. 2 and 2. Okay, that's pretty good. Sacrifice a creature. Can you like focus? Bitch ass. Yo, maybe I need to like actually tell it to focus. Hold on. I think I have the strat. Got the fucking strats, boys. Which you are? Yeah, I'm gonna stop that right there. Rip. Getting worse and worse. That's good. That looks alright. So 2/2 tap, sack a creature, search library for a card that shares a creature type with sacrifice creature, convert mana cost 1 plus the convert mana cost of the creature, put that card on the battlefield, then shuffle your library, activate only anytime you could cast a sorcery. So it's the same as the pod. There's a fucking pod that does that. So a deck that would have the pod a lot, I think they want to play this too. A cool card. What am I doing with this? Oh yeah, allies. Aura Shard could be played with allies. Shapeshifter for 2, okay, comes from Modern Horizon. Let's take a look at this card. 2, changeling, so any type. Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless it pays 1. So he gives ward 1. Is that what he does? He gives ward 1 to all my stuff. Okay, maybe. Kindred Summon, very cheap. Used to be 20 bucks. I think it's like $5. Boy, this video is not about investment. It's about like fucking nailing it. Choose a creature type for 7. Reveal cards from the top of your library. It's an instant. Until you reveal X creature cards of the chosen type, where X is the number of creatures you control of that type. Put those cards on the battlefield. So it literally doubles your battlefield, and that's, I think that's going to be a little much, because if you say you just have like 4 allies and you bring back you get 4 from this, right? The 4 entering, they all trigger. So this one triggers because there's 8 allies, and then this one triggers also, but this one sees this one come too, so it triggers an additional time. Right? And just like this one triggers for itself, but it triggers for this one and this one. But they do trigger 8 times. Like all of them, right? Yeah, something like that. It's like easy math as fuck. Because they're all here or something like that. I don't know. It's too good. Next. That's a finisher, dude. Molten Echoes. Choose a creature type. whenever a non-token, let me get some. What is that? Choose a creature type. Whenever a non-token creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of that creature. That token gains haste, exile it. So it's the same as the other one, the blue one, except it does leave, but it does activate them again. Is that enough to keep it? Might be. Training center. So I think I'm going to go into those more. I think the bond lands are going up because bonds was not open as much. People shunned a little bit the lands because they were okay but not okay. Now these bond lands are 20 bucks each, right? And will they do the same thing? Will they go up? I don't know. It was opened a lot more. So I think they can be at least 10. And fuck, they might surprise me. I just think that players need to look into other options. If they don't like the feel bad of this, you know, just putting the word out there. Is this gonna go up? Yes, it will. Call of the Kindred, enchant creature. Beginning of your upkeep, you may look at the top 5 card of your library. If you do, you may put a creature card that shares a creature type with the enchanted creature amongst them onto the battlefield. Then put the rest on the bottom in any order. So you attach this to an ally. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you get to see 5 cards, 5 fucking cards, and you pick an ally from there and you cast it for free for absolutely doing nothing. So I think this might just be better than that. It stays on the battlefield, right? It makes you an extra one and it stays on the battlefield. Phyrexian Metamorph. I don't know if it was 10 bucks, full art, foil, blah blah. These always hold the price of 10 and they go to 20 and 25 when they're a little more scarce. The hot ones. This is the hot one. Look at this art. Let me try to see yourself. Oh, okay, it doesn't do that. Oh, my bad. Dude, this is the best I can do. So for 3, it comes in as a copy. It's just a copy spell, but it also copies artifacts and enchantments. No, just artifacts. We play it every time. We take it out every time. Promise of Tomorrow, same thing. Moving away from money. Brago King Eternal. Again, great with allies. He does the same as the first spell that I said doesn't exist very often, very much. But there's like 2 of them out of 4. They go in the same deck. But Brago is going to exile everything, bring it back. Here's more allies. These are the OG allies. They trigger when other allies enter. Or something like that. More allies. Allies. Oil allies. This deck is going to be so sweet. This deck is going to look like the fucking Sliver deck that came out. And people still love. But it's going to be allies. Tap and untap ally you control. Discard a card, draw a card. A little loot. A little looted action here. Reckless Crew. Brand new card. Reckless Crew. Create X21 Red Dwarf. X number of vehicles you control plus the number of equipments you control. For each of those tokens, you may attach an equipment you control to it. So, seems to be doing a lot of things for 4. Will it be good? I don't know. Put into the losing money. This should be good, but I don't think it's good. Brings back your creatures and planeswalkers. Did I bring it for DLI? Maybe. Because you can remove all of them, return them. Yeah, I'll play one with ally. Same thing with Teleportation Circle. Beginning of your end step, exile 1, return it. They all trigger. It's like free triggers. You gotta play some of this stuff. It really good. Makes your deck go boom. Sylvan Advocate. Ally. Nothing more to say. Again, these cards are really cheap. Because nobody gives a fuck about allies. Great card. Retreat to Emeria. Landfall make allies. Huge. For 3. Ally. Yeah, these are all allies. Tuk, Murasa, Akiri. People wouldn't necessarily know. You know, I noticed this is an ally some time ago. These callers, Sevant. These are all allies. So look at that. What a deck. I've got another half like this waiting for me. I'm gonna have a time of my life trying to figure out which one I want to use. What is this? Fuck's sake. What is this pile? I think that's new. Fiend Lash, what do you think? I think it's a red card. I think it's a red card. Red cards go up, in my opinion. Frontier Bivouac. Again, these are just spells I'm gonna play. Spells I tried. Money to make by selling some of these, really, that I do not need. It's just the Planeswalker deck came apart. Yep, these are just cards that I played with. Oh shit, what is that? More red cards. Look, more red cards, boys. Ally. Furnace of Rat deals twice much damage. I like those effects a lot. There's other ones like this. They deal triple damage and stuff like that. I think that's what red needs. Commander. Red wants to take out players. Commander players don't expect it. Orvar. Look at this shit. Right. Orvar. What does he do? Changeling. I don't know. I don't think I bought it for a deck. I think I bought it for investment. It was some like, I don't know if it was $5, but gorgeous art, different, useful card. People like the card. Does it go here or do I lose my money? I think I lose my money. But it's too special. It's too good. It's good. It's special. I like it. It's foil. Special. It has too many things going for it, I feel. More ally. Ally captain. Ally veteran warrior. Berserker. Oh, that's foil. We gotta protect that. Am I not taking care of anything in here? Am I not responsible for anything here? Put a plastic around this one. Great card. What do you do again? Whenever this guy or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may have ally creatures you control, like all of them. Gain first strike. What the fuck? For 2, it feels like a sliver. What are those? They're like slivers. Killed by Fate. I do see them going up. F2 here. Could put one in the ally deck because you get to like change it all the time. Like the next ally. I don't know. Might become redundant. And will I really want to save one ally out of everyone? I don't think it's going to be right. But it is investment. I do think it's going to go up. Great card. Another Furnace of Wrath. Revisits gets to be used. Swan Song gets to be used or kept. Another ally. Whenever this guy or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, again, this is well done. Creatures you control gain double strike. So, again, it's from a newer set, but some of them will affect all your creatures. That's what we need with allies, dude. Zulaport Cutthroat. Was it $20 or so? Maybe a little more. So again, it's out of the Secret Lair. And it's an ally. And it's a good card. People like it in the human or rogue deck or some shit. Whenever this or another creature you control dies, like allies, each opponent lose 1 and you gain 1. So I think the Aristocrats deck might actually play this also. So great Aristocrat card. Happy to take this version. I think it's gonna go up, especially if it keeps being played. It's a great looking card too. Fantastic. So just happy to hold on to it. It's literally an investment piece played in the ally deck. These we're familiar with those by now. Let's put them here. This is played. I always buy an extra one of these because I don't know where it is. This is all ally, probably goes here. Path of Ancestry is probably ally. Welfare Stone. We need some cheap mana, okay. For the new decks. These will always do. Just extra lands, extra growth, you know, extra reach, get your land base together. Ally deck all day long. Cabal Therapy. Cabal Therapy really cheap, something like $2. We're talking about a great card. It used to be played in Legacy. When I was playing it, I used to play Cabal Therapy. Very strong card. Even in Commander, like you play this turn 1 against someone, you know, name a non-land card, and you think you might have. So it's not as good in Commander because it's 100 different cards. So you can't tell. Flashback, sacrifice a creature. So if you have something early, you can sack it. You know what they have in their hands this time because you've seen it. If they haven't played it, you name the card that you've seen and remove it. But it does some better work 1v1 with 60 cards, 4 of. Money lost, money made. Money lost, money made. For $2? You know what I mean? Money made. Soul's Talisman? Oh, what's going on? Whoa, what's happening? We got... There's like a bunch here. There's like 5 or 4. So these, again, suspend, just building a small position. Something like this was like not even 50 cents. Full art foil. 50 cents. So, you know, just buy 10, it's $5. Because if for any reason Suspend becomes more popular, then this is your Sol Ring, and that was the Black Lotus. And yeah, so I don't know, it might be a format coming out with Suspend, who knows? Who knows? So where does this go? This is not money lost, there's no way, dude. You know what I mean? There's no way, dude. Who is that? First Tarmogoyf I've ever owned. $20 Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf is very strong. A staple in all formats. Everybody who's played Magic in the past 15 years knows the Tarmogoyf. Competitive Magic. Know the Tarmogoyf. Iconic card. Please stop printing it. Nobody's playing it. This is rough. This is too rough. So $20, too low. Too low. It's that simple. This is just a card that I expect to go up if they can stop reprinting it someday, you know. And when they do, you know, if it's played, it's gonna go up. But if it's played, but I don't see a Tarmogoyf go much lower than this. Like, imagine a Tarmogoyf for $10. It could be, you know. There's a bunch of cards for that were like $90 that are, well, there's a few. Machinate, I think, is very unique. Foil Mirrodin, maybe. Maybe can go up. Witching Well, not gonna play it. There are 2 of them. Could be good, but not gonna play it. Arid Meza foil, isn't it? Yeah, foil. It is. Yep. Foil full art. Looking good. Building quite the position in Arid Mesas. Hopefully white and red get some good cards so these can go up. more. Okay, okay. You want more? There's more. So here's some mistakes. This is a mistake. This is a mistake, chat. Because I can't calculate for the life of me. Alright. What the fuck is going on? Be careful, chat. When it's like 25 cents, you don't want to pick 50 of them up. Because that's too much cash. For nothing. You know? Like, I can't even remember if these are exact numbers. They're probably not. But 50 times 25 cents is like 12 bucks and a half, dude. So please, calculate, okay? I don't want to lose 12 bucks for nothing. Okay, but I did. You know what I mean? So instead I should have bought, because I believe in the card, but instead I should have bought like, what are you willing to lose? Absolutely lose. Like, this is trash kind of. Who wants this? Lose. You know what I mean? Your money to zero. Fast. As soon as you buy it, actually, your money to zero, right? So what are you willing to lose? 20 bucks over this? 10 bucks? 5 bucks maybe? For me, it would have been 5. So like, I don't know, would have ended with maybe this pile instead. But now I'm fucking fucked with all of this. You know what I mean? I could have just had like this much and be a happy camper. You know what I mean? No, but seriously, dude. This guy's fucking coming over the fucking corner with this fucking bullshit. Hey man, you want to play a game? He's a treasure maker. You flip a coin, you win the. If you win it, you make treasures. Yeah. You don't want to buy like 500 of these. Like, I make myself feel bad just for camera, but like, people will be like buying like $100 worth of this. You know what I mean? And calling it an investment. You know what I mean? You gotta be very careful about doing something like that, because as soon as you spend it, your money is zero. This is worthless. You cannot sell this now. There is no market for this. You don't want to sink in cash into this because it's sunk. It's gone. You're not ever going to see it again unless a miracle comes out of nowhere. A miracle. I kid you not. Like, some of them are going to be miracles here, you know? If some of these go up, I'm going to be like, oh my God. I can't believe I have this. You know what I mean? That's a miracle. Same thing with this guy. I can't believe I have this. Okay? I can't believe I have this. This is bullshit. Get it out. Right at the bottom. Right at the bottom. What do we have here? Oh God. Oh, we have some good stuff, and it's not sleeves, man. We've got work to do tonight. Oh, I'm out of fucking sleeves. No way. Gonna have to look for more sleeves. Did I show you 10 of these? Did I show you the 10? Did I or did I not, chat? We bought 10 for 10 bucks. I think the video's on YouTube. Right, 10 for 10 bucks each. Sorry, for $100 total. Yeah, somebody probably fucked up behind the computer. Instead of writing 19, they wrote 9, and I was there. And that happened. So I took them. This goes here. We're getting a nice little pile. You gotta do this exercise at some point, because the next cards coming are gonna blow this one up. And you see, these are already mistakes. These here are already mistakes. You know, because I'm already like out of confidence. And if I didn't buy them for a deck, what the fuck am I doing with those? You know what I mean? Or miracles, you know? And those are worth, you know? Treasures are pretty. Really pretty. Replicated ring. Ah, there they are. The beautifuls. More triomes. More triomes at $15 each. Don't tell me I'm out of sleeves. Come on. This is the shit here. Let me go check for sleeves. Out. How can I be so out? Oh, I had a pack of like cheap ones too. We'll deal with it. Okay, one thing at a time. Music is too low. So yeah, these, you know, at 15 each, I mean, they're almost the same price as the regular one, you know, and they're just a few bucks more. And they're really hot. Like, they're fucking hot. They're nice. They are nice fucking cards. And they're good. They're really good. Like, no wonder the other ones are at $12 or whatever. It's from Ikoria. It's not even old. It says like 2020, goddammit. It's not even old. And they're just pushing prices. They keep pushing. The foil of this is 50, right? Hence why I made another investment in another land that I think can go to where this is. The foil of this can't touch it anymore. So again, just happy to see another set. These can easily be $30 each if the regular ones are not reprinted soon, because they haven't figured out that they would be like really in demand. So they go here. We'll put them in the ally deck because I can use them. Song of the Dryad. So we're looking at some answers. Some answers are going to come out because apparently the last thing I put in my decks are answers. This is a great answer. You put that on somebody's fucking commander, and their commander stays there. It's a forest. They can't do anything. These are some of the strongest answers, I think, to commanders. Commanders in particular. Because they don't change them from zone to zone. They just Oblivion ring them. You know what I mean? It's an Oblivion ring for a commander. Which is fucking insane when you think about it. You know, O-Ring doesn't work on them, but this does. So, great card. Probably gonna play it in a more competitive deck. So, wherever they are. Here? Here? Maybe here? Skyline Despot. Enter the battlefield, you may become the Monarch. Beginning of your upkeep, you're the Monarch. You make more, what, 5/5s? Seems like a good dragon. I'll play it. Sword of Earth and Olm. So I don't know if I wanted to buy this per se, but if I picked it up at like 13 or 14 or 18 maybe. But it's a sword. It's a sword. It can be good. And I'll probably play it somewhere. Birds of Paradise, I want to play this. These things are going up. They're like already 10, 12, 15. You know? Even standard, they were like 5, I think. They were played. We see this guy again. Slow land, number 1 foil. Slow land number 2 foil. Alright. They're not full art, but they're still foils, and I think they're still gonna go up. More treasures. Eli, Zerial. By the way, the foil emblem looks insane. It looks fucking insane for you too. It looks really good. The foil. Hold on. Treasures. Might use this as a treasure. I don't know. They look great. Put that aside. This guy right here. What the fuck is this? You're right, dude. What in the fucking world is that? Can't tell, but it looks like the dress was added after through you know, they work with computers now. They can draw and then import and keep drawing on the computer. Really feels like the dress has been added, like it wasn't there at all. Anything, a lot of things are added. It's like the dress also was not there. Just gonna put that out there. Great card. People don't like it. They think it's too funky. It looks too weird. And that's why I like it. I don't know where to put them. Here. Fine in Blood. Fine in Blood's a great card. And it needs to see play again. Fantastic art. Is that etched? What is that? Fuck is that? Fuck is this? Looks like a foil, but it does look weird. What do you think, Chad? Is that a foil? Or some etched stuff? I don't think it's etched. So this is not going to be played. More treasures. Foil treasures. That's pretty good. Great stuff with emblems on the back. Big fan, dude. Treasures and emblems. I like it. With foot boot. Happy to see it. Just leave that up. This guy, he sleeves the weirdest cards. I play that in the probably the Dragons deck. I don't know if I have one. That's a foil Noble Hierarch. Got it for like 18 or something. The regular one is what, 12? Great cards. Very strong card. Very good card. Very modern card. Is it modern? Still? More treasures. Oh my god. Got the crabs, the birds. My goodness. Doctors, more birds. Okay. Okay. I swear I'm not drunk buying cards. Well, that is what it is, guys. This is a foil Narset. And it's not the priciest one either. It's like 12 or something. And the other one, that the showcase, the one that's like this kind of art, really goes for like 70, 60, 50, 60, 70 bucks. Whereas the foil one doesn't go even close to that for some reason. So this is played vintage. Vintage. This guy too, I think. But this one in particular. She really shuts people down. Commander bitch. Each opponent can't draw more than one card each turn, you know? And then you get to refuel your hand. You don't get affected by this. It's so strong. So strong. She's gonna see my Planeswalker deck. We're just gonna try them. They're really mean. It's a mean card. But it's a Planeswalker. Just kill it. It has 5. Ashiok. Same thing. You can't search your library. What a bitch. People can't search opponents, man. creatures can so target player puts the top 4 cards, then exile. So they exile graveyard. They do a few things that are useful. They exile graveyards, and they prevent searching, which is a power move. I don't want to protect that. It's the kind of card that just is good. What do we have here? We got Riki, the History of Kamigawa. Right. And we got 4. We got 4 Rikis. Foil, full art. Do you think it looks fantastic? This is by far the best art for Riki, History of Kamigawa. It just tells something very simple. Whenever you play a legendary spell, draw a card. Now, I did really think I would play it in my Planeswalker deck. I did before. Just not enough Planeswalkers to trigger it. But I still think it was an insanely great looking card. It was $5 each in Secret Lair somewhere. And they're already at $7.50 each, right? And I've just got them. So that's investment by far. It's not like a normal card where it would just go down because it's not being used. You know, it's actually Secret Lair, hard to get, great looking. I would prefer to play this over other things. So I target that also. Finally, I'm gonna show you what I've put in my decks that I've gotten, that I've already put in here. Semester's End, that's getting out. Gideon's getting out. Just have to play them once. This is not gonna cut it, and this is the Planeswalker deck. This is not gonna cut it. Gideon, I don't think is gonna cut it. Even the 7/7 Dragon doesn't cut it. The ring takes too long. 7, it's 8. 8 proliferates. It's too long. Norn's Annex. People can make white if they have a multicolor or any color. So again, it's just not enough. It needs to cast more, like 2 or 3 or something. I've got better. We got Esper Sentinel in here. These are cards I already owned. By the way, I've got 10 of these. I bought 20 of these. And they were like $2 or $1 each. Now they're like 12, I think. I need to sell them. Really good card. And I will sell them because the first printing that comes out of this shit is going to look much more fabulous than this. Alright, this is going to tank. Tank big time. Like half price tank. Like I should have done something yesterday kind of tank. We put a scroll rack. I don't know if I showed that. We have a full art Soul Ring. What else? Carpet of Flower. I'm going to change it for the other one. If I can get my hands on the other one. Maybe, maybe not. We have a Bloom Tender. Again, Secret Lair stuff. We did put a Yarok. We put a Kazmina. We have a foil cart. Again, very cheap. Cards that do great. I played Broadback. And it was fucking good, dude. It brought back like two Planeswalkers, dude. It was a joke. Lightning Greaves. Happy to see it. Teferi's Protection. Okay, let's put them down. Holy shit. Teferi's Protection. Built by Fate. Does a lot of work. Kaya. Oko is fucking amazing. Okay. Oko is such a boss. He's too good. Get your Okos while you still can't play them. Tainted Pact. Again, these cards, I think, they really look good. You know, I don't know about Chula. And I just feel like we're going to get used to these cards real fast. Just real fast. You know, there was those invocations that people fucking couldn't get, still can't get used to. These cards we're going to get real fast used to. And we're going to fucking start looking for this shit. That's what I think is going to happen. We put Dakon. I'm gonna put back Nisa because she goes and gets forests. And we've seen the land base now has a lot more land type, including forests. So she's gonna get a lot more lands, even though they're not basic. We put Teferi. I think this can be good, Wargates. Liliana does a lot of work. Kind of happy to have her, finally. And these are just lands, but we do have fetches in here now that we didn't have so many fetches. We have triomes. Oh, apparently we have this guy. Fucking slow land. Okay, why not? Triomes. Let's just say it runs much smoother. Runs much smoother. Right, so when you see these cards here, again, what's the analysis here? This is the analysis of I'll pay what I want for cards that are gonna stay in my deck. And they're not totally investments. I don't mind selling my Riki. I just don't feel like I'm gonna sell my Tainted Pact, even if it goes to 100. You know? Might. You know, if I don't like the card. You know, if I find it hard to play with and it's just too much work, might as well sell it. But it's like a distinct line where I don't care if this is, you know, 20 bucks, but I think it's good, or if this is, it's hard to find good examples, but like Esper Sentinel, I think Teferi's Protection, maybe. What else? The rest is pretty cheap. I mean, maybe this one, or even Yarok. Right. So I don't mind paying 20 if I know it's going to go to 60. I don't mind paying 40 if I know it's going to go to 120 or 80 at least. You know, they don't reprint that all the time. I don't mind to pay, what is that even? 20, 30 or so? I think it's a good price. Can go up. And Yarok. Not many people know about Bloom Tender. Not enough people though. And then Yarok. Yarok was what, 13 bucks? I don't give a fuck. If they decide to all go down to like half their price, I still play them. I do think they can go up, and at some point you want to make a move. You know, Esper Sentinel, the move is now if they're 20. Because it's going to keep going, and it's going to go to 60. It's an auto include. It goes in any competitive deck, I believe. Commander too. It's going to be 60 bucks. That's why I bought... what's the one where you have to pay 1 every time you draw a card? Do you pay 1? Do you pay 1? Do you pay 1? It was 40 bucks. I said, fuck it, I'm buying it. Because it's gonna go to 60 and they're gonna reprint it. It's gonna go down, up, up, down. But instead of trying to time my fucking market, I'm gonna have it and play it. While all of this fuckery is happening, I'm gonna play my cards that I want to play. So there really is like a different idea when it comes to the decks. Right? Because it's like, okay, well I do want an Esper Sentinel, I do want a fetch land. Right? I haven't bought many in the past 7 years. Just in the past month. Right? But I'm willing to wait sometimes. And so, yeah, sometimes it's low enough, sometimes it's just time to buy, and yeah. But I do know which is good, so that helps. That's for this deck. What about the other one? Ally is not done. Dragon has some cards. Oh. I mean, it's quite the video, but got like just as much coming. Sometimes it's just time to upgrade. More triomes. Maybe I can just take them out because they are worthy. Some fetch, you know what I mean? Here's fetch. Oh, this guy wasn't here before. This guy wasn't here before. Could put a Soul Ring here. This foil. By the way, I have one of those foil. I didn't know what they were worth. They're worth a lot. Bright Spear. You tell me if we see something that's we've seen before, because I did have a few doubles in the other deck for me. Draco, we've seen Draco before. But this guy, dude. This dude. Rapacious Dragon for 5, which is only 4 in this deck. He comes in and makes 2 treasure tokens, right? That's pretty dope. So it's like one of those artifacts that costs 4, give you 2, but it's just 2 for like 1 time. But he does get you to your general faster if your general costs 9. Right? Like big time. And just like this guy is helping you get your general out in no time. By the way, I thought he cost like 4. He cost like 6. I was gonna point that out. Got the Greaves here. Hero, we've seen him. Old Gnawbone was already there. Arid Mesa, that's new, but yeah. Of course. A few fetch, a few additional things. It's still not done. There's a bunch here that I need to put. Nothing too special. I mean, these were not here, you know. We get to have access to triomes, we get to have access to fetches. We get to get some nice dragons that all cost some red mana. And they're good. I'm not gonna put that too far. We're gonna work on this. This pile. Oh. And the lady. The lady. I don't know if there's much to show here. We did get a gamble. Again, Judge promo. What is it? What was it? 25 or some dollars US? If it's played. If it's played. We're gonna play Strike It Rich. This new girl. This girl is pretty intense. For only 3, it's a 2/4. If you would draw a card, exile 2 instead, you may play those cards. So it's just the same as drawing them. You get to play them, but they don't stay in your hand. But she does draw you an additional card for only 3. So she's definitely good. Yeah, but the rest is just, yeah. Nothing special in this deck. Keeps changing. Changing a little bit from time to time. Just don't want to miss too much. So we've seen all of them, right? This is what I have for allies already. As you can see, it's already a block. These are all cards. These are just sleeves. More extra cards. We've got a lot of all of this for the ally deck. We're gonna have to figure out which one we keep, we don't keep. I didn't want to do that until I had them. I want to try them. All in all, I don't think it's $200 for the ally deck. You know? Oh. And it's not gonna be competitive by any means. Like, I'm not gonna try to push too much. I just have extra fetches. So pretty happy to see that this pile is comparable to this one, because this is stuff I believe still in after 2 weeks. You know, I can, and this isn't, you know, this is like, oh fuck, what the fuck have I bought? No, but I do believe in the negates. They're just so cheap. They're like, they're not what the fuck. They're just, you're gonna sit on this stuff. Most likely. I'd rather sit on this, like him, and then play my my guitar. than sit on this. Like these guys, they're like fighting each other over money. We're coming in. No, maybe they're coming in for the kill, really. Right, so again, let's just go over the pile that really like emphasizes what we're looking at versus this shit. And you know what, I'll do this after. You'll really, maybe you'll get a feel for it. Maybe you got a feel for it. Maybe you're gifted. Maybe you're fucking gifted. Right, so this is the pile of possible, you know, possibly, yeah, likely, somewhat. It's likely to go up, not likely to crash through the door and be like, hey, I got this new fucking bullshit coming through. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna lose my money, okay. Oh, that's a pretty nice card. Next. Oh, my money. Okay. You know? You sit, well, this is, I mean, this is dumb. Like, half of this is not dumb, or a third. A third of this is not dumb. I might just end up throwing away like half of this shit. Whereas these, well, these are interesting. You know, these actually have potential. Some slow lands. How many do I have? Proven cards. You know, slow land / proven / red is coming up to bite your ass, I swear. You know what I mean? This is all like fine and dandy and very possible and very probable and cheap. Can't go down. Can't go down. Rather have this pile than this pile. Right? And I just so happen to have played all my life with stuff like this, you know what I mean? Of course, you know, my pile is looking like this, right? Because I've played with this. This is what I play with. So that's why my decks go up, because they are this pile, right? I'm holding on to my ally hand. Ally, hold my hand. We're going together into the wild. Which one is the best pull? I think it's gotta be the Narset. I think it holds the most potential, or even possibly the Noble Hierarch. Right? Foil Noble Hierarch, foil Narset. This has been printed a lot compared to this, you know? And if the market decides to shift towards this one instead of this one, they could. And just take this one more. This one can go up fast. So yeah, just a quick rundown. Anything else I want to show? I think that's it for the haul in the past 2 weeks. I'm gonna end up finding more. That's what's gonna happen. Right, chat. Is this a real card? Where are you? Why can't I do this? Oh my god. Chat. Why can't I do this? There's like too much light? Is it because you're not focusing? Let's try. Autofocus. Is this a real card, chat, or what? Like there's too much light for you. There is a little bit too much light for you. try this, but I just don't think you're gonna see fucking anything. Oh, it's alright. Gives some semblance of patterns. Looks fucking weird though. What a weird pattern that is. Oh, I can try this. Let me try. Could just fucking squint your eyes. How are we gonna do this? How am I supposed to fucking do this? Too much light. Fascinating. Fascinating. I need to like cover it with the most redneck fucking way of covering something I've ever found. We're getting somewhere, chat. Don't mind the mess. It's still like focusing here. Like the furthest I can go, dude. We're seeing them, they're here. Take a screenshot. See these rosette patterns? It's hard. It's hard on my arms, it's hard on everything. It takes every inch of will I have to show you. So the rosette, right? You've seen it. Beautiful stuff. I'll do a more like useful video, but all the black is printed over the rosette. Oh my god, dude. All the black is printed over the rosette pattern. The black is solid. So is any black in the numbers, the names, in the symbol. I'll try one more time. Optics, dude. See the black, how hard it is? Printed over the rosettes. So is this one? So is the Lurgoyf? Oh my god, dude. The letters are printed over the rosette also. This is all good. Plus you got the stamps here, you just have to recognize it. Real card. Next one. Next fucking victim. Together, chat. Where's the rosette? It looks okay. Come on, baby. Oh, that seems alright. Black is black. There's something wrong with our rosettes. You see it? What are these like snowflakes? No, they're like rosettes, but they have dots in them. Weird. Weird. The light is pissing me off. Oh my god. Please. I'm trying my best, please. Hard to tell. There you go. Let's check the number. It's because I'm playing with it. But you see how the rosettes are like dotted? That's a little odd. It is a little odd. Because again, if I take the Goyf, these are like similar in color in this side and all of that. If I take the Goyf, can I please? Can I please? Oh my god, can I fucking please? These have no dots in them. See that? And is it just me or they're a little smaller? Also, and where am I going? They don't have dots in them. But I'm gonna lose my shit. They're really pretty. Really pretty rosettes. This fuckboy comes under the light. They're like much bigger, it seems. And they've got a dot. And that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. And not only the only thing, the feel of it is weird too. Doesn't feel like the same. I'm just a little worried about destroying it, finding out it's a real one. Can you imagine I believed I had a fake demonic tutor all this time? The one I want. And it's real. But doesn't have the stamp, which is something I really wanted for a card like this. You know, that keeps like going up and down in markets. Stable, very stable. Just like a Tarmogoyf. You don't want a Tarmogoyf without a stamp, I think. Can't do my exercise too well. But I don't like the quality. There's something odd about it. I want to find somebody who knows more about these dotted rosettes. Because the rest is fine. Printed over. It's the black is dark. The white is printed over the black. If I do a color, I don't know if you can see, but there's. If I can get a better flashlight, we can do a flashlight test. Hold on. Just the thing. Oh. Think this is good enough? Oh god. It's like a telescopic. If that works. Not really. It's not powerful enough. It needs to be powerful. That's not powerful enough. But it does look pretty normal. Are you focusing? What are you doing? These waves, that's normal. Not just the art. I don't think there's any fucking... There's no wave. You can't see anything. There's no wave in the art. Just a few trees in the back. Alright. Put it under here, you see the waves. I don't know if the waves tells anything, but the color should. There's a little bit of a blackened, purplish tint to it, which is normal. What is that, blue? This is not the right light for this. You can see the purple stuff coming out. This. Whereas a fake card would just be white. It would just be white right through. It wouldn't look normal at all. So not the right tools. It's okay. This might just be a real one. I'd be so stoked if it would be, dude. Yeah. I mean, that's important, right? You want to buy like old ass cards and you end up looking at them through the loop and nothing's fucking hard. No black is hard. Numbers are wrong. Everything's wrong. Without a stamp, you can't do that. They do look a little weird, a little not the same. Anyway, it's hard to tell. Okay, just wanted to do a quick clip on what we're up to, what we're doing, how we're doing. We're doing all right. Doing all right. Making decks with nice, pretty cards that will stay in the deck. The deck is worth $100, $200, and in 5 years, going to be worth 1,000. Especially if we keep stuff like this in it. Not the allies are going to go up. Maybe the fucking morph cards. What can go up in my ally deck? Huh? What can go up in my ally deck? Triomes. Maybe those if they don't rip it. But I don't see why they wouldn't. The cutthroat. Maybe a few of them, but it's not even a thing, dude. You know? All the support cards mostly. Mostly just the support cards. Right. Can really go up. The rest is like, who gives a fuck? This is gonna keep going up. If it's not reprinted, it's gonna go back to $15 or whatever. Aura shards. These are all supports, right? The morph cards, changelings. These, if people have a hard time finding them, I guess, could go up over time. Right? Like there's nothing much here. This, hopefully. This guy, of course. Oh, this Brago. It looks weird. It's got a fucking lion in the bottom here. What the fuck is this lion? You fucked up, dude. And this thing, maybe. And I thought my dragons wouldn't go anywhere, but, you know, they keep going up too. Well, well, well. Good. So we're gonna leave that here. Drop that. What am I doing, man? Am I doing something?
Return, and I will also play my own snazzy forest.
Ooh, ah.
Jimmy, you got less reaction, sorry.
I know.
Just by virtue of being second.
It's okay.
It's still pretty.
Time to introduce some.
Maybe I can show you like. Oh no, where's my Excel sheet?